Hey guys, Brony General here, back with another video with Chevy R. Felix. And we have his bike ready to roll.
I mean, put a smaller back sprocket on it. Now it can go like 50.
It
50
can.
miles an hour.
And it is scary.
It accelerates really slow now.
That's fine though, because 50 miles an hour, you can just keep up with cars.
I know.
You don't have to care anymore. You could already go school zone speed, but barely.
Oh shoot, I put way too much oil in this thing. I kind of just eyeballed it. See how it's kind of blue?
Oh yeah.
I put too much in it.
It'll be fine. It's just your emissions are going up and up and up. But honestly, who cares? I mean, it's a two-stroke. It's not like you got to smog it anywhere.
Yeah.
But why don't we give a little demonstration?
Okay.
This bike is what fear and dreams are made out of all at once. You fear it because it can kill you now. Before it couldn't really, but now, yeah, you can die on this. But then at the same time, it's dreams because what kid doesn't dream of doing this?
Well, before it could only go 30 years.
I think it was 25, yeah, 25 or 30. But let's see it in action in all its glory. I'll just stand up on the Dodge. Ugh. Still a bit crippled, but a lot less than I was. We're gonna see how fast he ends up going at the end of the corner here. I bet you it's over 35. In the old Dodge here. I should do more videos on this thing. You guys like this truck. Seems like you guys like Dodges in general. I've had a lot of videos on these. They've been pretty successful. Alright, I can hear him coming. Oh Lord. Here's the pass through. Oh man. That is so cool. And I believe it's a 32 tooth sprocket that he put on it. I want to say it's 32 teeth. Oh boy. Getting off here is going to be a pain.
It's electric.
Yeah. It's actually pretty quiet. Probably because there's a lot of oil in it. It's kind of suppressing it a little bit. I'm not sure though.
Oh, I got pulled over by a cop on this thing because it was too loud and I forgot what else happened.
You needed a driver's permit or...
Yeah, I need a permit.
It's a bicycle. Come on, I honestly think he might have been messing with you a little bit. But
yeah, he might have been.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand with the loudness thing though. I mean, this thing is loud without a muffler. At least it's not C20 loud.
I already have 7 miles since I put the speedometer on it.
Oh yeah, I'll do like those videos on YouTube. Now this bike is for sale, low mileage, 3.5 horsepower.
2.5.
The Chevy R. Felix comes separately, but that is a $6,000 extra. We've got the tires. Everything's all brand new.
It's really dirty right now, though.
Yeah, a little grody, but not bad grody. I mean, it's not like the old BMX grody.
Oh, yeah.
If it was that bad, then you wouldn't be able to see the tires no more.
And my favorite part, the phone holder and the cup holder.
Oh,
and also the phone charger.
Oh, yeah, phone charger. This is stock, by the way, people. Get it while it's hot. Now, this thing ain't for sale. This thing's worth more than anything.
Oh, so they're actually starting to sell this bike and the motor together for $700.
700.
And the bike's only 120 and the motor's only 122, so they're making a ton of money off that.
Yeah. I can understand why, though. I mean, it's pretty. Good gas mileage. Really good gas mileage.
And this motor pretty much looks like it was meant for the bike, too.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, I need to re-zip tie those wires.
Shh, we can't mention the zip ties. Then we're not road legal.
And then pedals.
Pedals. Well, who uses those anymore? Oh my gosh. Old school, dude.
Oh, it also came with this thing for it. You could like snap it right into place right there, or right there. Well, like right there, right there, right there. But
So you can kind of clutch
I
in.
would have put it on here, but it doesn't match this bike as much as this one. Oh, yeah,
Hey.
it even has a mirror.
hey guys. There's just glare. There's nothing actually in it. Mind if I take it for one more ride?
Yeah, okay.
Up the street. This bike is awesome.
Let me see the phone.
Yeah, I don't want to be riding this thing with one hand. This motorcycle. 1920s motorcycle. You heard it here, folks.
Also have a headlight that's calling for it. Some retro looking headlight. Oh.
And now my motor transportation vehicle can be parked right here. But this is what $300 will get you, folks. It'll get you transportation that's better gas mileage than a car.
I know it gets even better than 150 miles a gallon now with that smaller back sprocket.
And yeah, because it's revving lower, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of oil mileage you get.
I put like a little too much in there. I put maybe like a half a cup. I think that's like a 2 or 3 quart tank. I thought it was a gallon, but
Who knows?
I really need to shine those wheels up. They kind of look gray in real life, and they kind of look gray in the picture or in the video.
Yeah. But this bike, anybody who needs transportation but can't afford a 1967 Dodge D100 because that's the only car on the road. Bicycle, motorized Huffy beach cruiser. This is the way to go. I mean, it's comfortable, practical, good on gas, easy to assemble. There's nothing bad I can say about this other than when you first get it, the chain is going to be unreliable.
Oh yeah, get a new chain for it if you want to get one of these.
Make sure you get the heavy duty steel. These work really well.
Yeah, it's 415, which is pretty much, I think, how wide it is.
It's actually smelling like an old car now. Like, it smells like burning oil and gasoline, which is actually really awesome because that means it's really a motor vehicle now. Let's see, how much gas do we got in here?
I don't feel it all the way up. Oh, that's way too much oil.
Dang, that's some blue gasoline.
Oh, and if you ever work on anything, you need to get one of these. You put it on your wrist, and it's magnetic, and it has a little pouch thing right there if I can find a hole. And has a washer still on it.
But, oh yeah, we're turboing it.
Oh yeah, they make these cheap turbos, and gonna add a ton of power to it.
60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour.
Not sure about that.
586 miles an hour on a beach cruiser. Let's shoot for the stars here. What do we have? A jet engine?
Yeah, I said it should add like, I think 16 horsepower to a small motor like this.
Which this is only a 3 horsepower motor, so that is well over a 400% difference. In other words, you're gonna have more turbo than engine.
Yeah.
That's still really cool though, because that means you're gonna be able to get up to 50 is just as fast as cars can. Which 50 miles an hour is scary on a beach cruiser, or on any bike for that matter, when you're on an actual road, because other cars, the thing is, you can go 50, the cars can go over 50. And they're some people are nice and pissed off on the road, so.
Oh yeah, we were riding, I think I was on this bike and he was on his bike. We were riding down, I forgot where we were riding from, but we were coming back home. And this one dude decides to go in the bike lane and kind of cut us off and slow down and speed right up, just driving the bike lane. And then he comes right out, like after he's like, maybe like 1,000 feet away.
Yeah.
Comes right into the normal car lane. Must have been having a bad day.
Yeah, he's probably like, my wife just cheated on me. I'm gonna kill these kids. They didn't do it, but who cares? Whatever. But
I'm thinking of pulling those reflectors off.
what off the?
Yeah,
they do
'cause-
make it look a little bit weird,
Yeah,
especially when you're riding.
like 90% sure old motorcycles don't have reflectors on their wheels.
I'm pretty sure they don't have reflectors at all. Except, I mean, that one works because it looks like a tail light.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a retro-looking chrome, like rocket shape, kind of like that. LED reflector, taillight for it.
LED reflector. If there's an LED in there, it just doesn't do anything. Oh man. And if you guys are wondering,
What?
is the chain supposed to be above the tensioner?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't feel like pulling it off, so I just put it above it.
Yeah, but anyway, if you guys are wondering how to assemble this bike, it's really easy. I mean, doesn't the motor come fairly well assembled already?
Kinda.
Yeah, and then you just have to like put together the carburetor, put this on. This is probably the hardest part, isn't it?
Yeah,
Putting
you
this
have to get that
properly.
like perfectly even and stuff.
Yeah, but other than that, I would highly suggest doing this because they're easy to do, and once you get the hang of it, I mean, it also gives you some skills mechanically, so you can really benefit from having one of these. And in fact, I'm saving up for one. Here's your oil mileage.
Oh yeah, that thing leaks a lot.
Ugh.
Even came with, oh shoot, I need to even that front wheel up a ton. Look at that.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. What wheel alignment?
Yeah, this thing even came with the speedometer.
Mm-hmm. So basically what you get is a small motorcycle for the price of a lawnmower.
I don't know.
A used lawnmower. And you can go down the road bouncing and going wham-ba-dam-ba-dam, and everybody's gonna they'll get it because 1920s motorcycle. But I'm not exaggerating when I say this is comfortable either. I mean, this thing, it's more comfortable than some models.
Like you hear all that squeaking, that's the springs on the seat.
Yep, you got butt springs.
I don't know what those big thick tires on it. I think they're like 2.25 inches somewhere. It says it.
Yeah, they're in that range. I mean, you just cruise over sand, mud, sod, kind of just rolls over everything.
Yeah, I went to I forgot where, Pahrump, and I was taking this thing over jumps in the dirt.
The only thing that you might need to know if you're gonna buy a beach cruiser and a motor, is you might have to cut the frame in half.
Oh yeah, I kind of had to do that.
But it doesn't honestly make that big a difference. You won't notice it unless you drive crazy, which you're not gonna do that on a beach cruiser anyway, most likely.
And if I end up building one of these a second time, I'm gonna actually know what I'm doing, so I don't have to cut it.
Yeah. Oh, and just to give you an idea on how much pulling power this has,
Pull like 500 pounds with no problem, and
yeah,
not even the pedal to the floor.
3 fairly big teenagers and basically idling.
Yeah, pretty much, and we were still, didn't he say we were going like 15, 20?
Yeah, the whole time. He said it never really let up.
Yeah, and just idling too, so.
So yeah, if you can't afford a 94 Toyota, a 68 C20, or a 67 Dodge, or an 83 Mustang, because those are the only cars on the road, bicycle.
Yeah, whatever his name was sitting right here, because he's overweight,
Mhm.
How much does he weigh? Like,
He weighs probably like in the mid 200s.
Malachi was sitting right here, and then I was over here holding on to this with some roller skates. I had some roller skates on. It was scary, but it was fun.
Oh, and another news, I'm only half crippled now. I have to tippy toe. Here's the question, though. Check this out. Engine swap? the motor's bigger than the bike.
I know.
Oops. And whatever. This is a fun vehicle, too. Not as fun, though. This truck is boring. Like, to drive, I mean, it's fun, but it's also boring because it's slow, and it just, the suspension sways a lot, but at the same time it's fun because you're still driving a classic vehicle. And everybody's going to look at you going, what the heck, kind of weird looking. So that's fun. But I think that'll be all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bike truck. We need to make it happen. Looks like we're in a movie from like mafia times. Hello.